EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll break.
Cut! 180! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Motion! Pop!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Black 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They're running it. Hey, 5. Crunch. Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Super one.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
180. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brown. They can't hang with us. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on third. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
11 more on that one and another first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
I'm coming.
Caught out left side by Robinson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, fellas.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Stop right there. Out. 3 down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it this time. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 300.
Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got him. 25. Check 25.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 54. Come on, baby.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Yeah. 180. I got him. Shift.
Tighten up.
22 jet bomber.
Why?
Hey, kill. 76, tell him. 76. Hey,
Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Slam.
Now Gurley. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
DC.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ric Flair.
Check. Lucky. Tight dog.
Watch the motion.
Check.
Hey, let's go.
Check.
Go, Brown.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Like 20.
Check. Watch 54.
You don't know no better. Hey, cut.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Shell.
Me. Check 43.
What's that?
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All day, baby, all day.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
3 down, 3 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What's the mic? Watch one. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, boys.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Watch the out. Shift.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Here we go.
On play action, Cousins.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Open here, Adam Thielen. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. $12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Echo.
Check nickel.
Black.
Now Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch one. Watch one. 382. Watch the screen. Watch that.
Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's just me and you. Check 24, check 24.
On second down, Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Two times. 3 down. Two. Protein spill. He's crashing. He's checking.
They run it again with Cook.
Go, run.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, the kicker fest continues. He's been good, though. Knocked through 4 of them now.
If you're the kickers for these 2 teams, you know what you're doing next week in practice?
Asking for a pay raise?
Yeah, besides that, you're walking into all the meeting rooms saying, you love us now, don't you? Now you love us because you need us, because that's all we've seen. Kickers scoring all the points.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Cousins on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Blue draw quarters. Yellow. Watch the ship. Hey, steamer. Hey, watch the ship.
Cousins now. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Cousins again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I got number 23. I got you, 23.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, can. Wide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Black. Check 13. Hey, flicker. 3, alert 3.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, it's Cousins. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch the curl. First. Goose.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
6-6, pull it high.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Value three. Merlin.
They try right side here, Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 9, check 9.
Joker.
Check.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Man left. Hey. 4 down. Check 99.
Throwing is Cousins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. Here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
3 down.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Cousins.
Watch the slant.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I got you, boy.
From the 50, it's Goff. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hell, you won. Alert 3.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.